glasses in my bathroom. Hold on 1 second. I ain't got no coffee, no water, no nothing. I'm about to go to sleep, but I want to talk to you. Hey, everybody. Hola, hola to everybody. Hey, look, hey. So I was packaging up my big old bag of rice I done had over there forever, putting it in individual things so I don't poke no hole in it. And I was thinking, and some of you might have already, hey y'all, some of y'all might have already did this, but I was thinking, you know how we buy the little muffin mixes for the kids, like when they little and you want to make breakfast, hey, in the morning. So, because we gonna be trying to keep life as normal as possible, right? I've been online. Hey, I've been online looking up recipes for. I found a recipe for the broccoli and cheddar mix that we buy in the pack. Well, they got that on TikTok. So if you like making that, your kids like eating that, and you got dried broccoli or you dried your own broccoli, there's a recipe on TikTok for that, right? And I don't got no vermicelli, so I'll be using uh some thin spaghetti in my recipe, but making up the dry mixes for like muffins, right? You know how we have like, because fruit and stuff is going to be scarce, right? So while you can, if you're drying your fruit, right, dehydrating your strawberries and stuff, you can make up your muffin batter because it's all the same for the blueberry, the whatever, unless you're going to add oats or something in it. But like the actual muffin mix, you can do all your dry ingredients and measure that out to whatever it needs to be per pack, right? And then all of that stuff is all mixed in there, and then just add your dry fruit, right? My kids used to like the blueberry ones and the strawberry ones, so I was thinking, and then even if you have like nuts or whatever, if you like the banana nut, you could probably dehydrate some bananas, right? Or if you got a freeze dryer, however you're gonna do it, dehydrate that and then add that in, or even make it into a powder so it just has the taste of the banana already in there, right? That's what I'm thinking. So that way we have, even if you just make up a big old thing, multiply the recipe and make a big thing of muffin mix and have that, and then you can just add the dried fruit as you need it if everybody don't eat the same thing. Also the freeze dried strawberries and some sugar. Make your strawberry milk for the strawberry milk kids, and then sugar and uh, cocoa powder for the chocolate milk, and just make maybe little packets of that. I'm thinking, and dehydrate that. I mean, not dehydrate it, but seal it. Just things that we have normally. Because then all you gonna need is what, an egg and some oil, and we got powdered eggs. So if we have to, use that as a binder, we already have that, right? Or no, we already got powdered eggs, so we can rehydrate those, and then put them into the muffins or whatever else. Just thinking about different stuff that we can package up, so that way if the stores, hey Joy, get kind of empty, because they are limiting things that you can buy. Because I went to get some sugar on Amazon, just a 25-pound bag, and then I found that the individual bags were cheaper, right? So they was $3. I put like 5 in there, and it was a limit of 5. You said good idea. Biscuit, muffin mix, brownie mix, etc. Exactly. So if there's none of that stuff in the store, if you already bought a big thing of cocoa powder, just to have the powders, and then all you need is your egg, your oil, and some water, right? Or if you do got powdered milk, because it does taste horrible, that might be an easier way for the kids to get it down, right? If you got some strawberry mix already, because it's sugar and strawberry dehydrated or freeze dried strawberry. So you can make your own powdered mixes of everything, right? I already have the muffin mix sealed up, You just put your dehydrated fruit and stuff. I tried to order today too, and they won't even let you order a different brand. Right. Oh, I'm seeing it. You're welcome, sister. But I'm just thinking of, okay, if flour goes out and while flour is available, let's get that into the mixes that, it like even a Jiffy mix, right? If you use Jiffy, look up the recipe for Jiffy. Go on and get your cornmeal and cornstarch and whatever. So that way you already have it. No, it's 2 cups or a cup of this and that. You could lightweight pour your Jiffy box out and see exactly how much is in there, and then just make up a big batch of it, and then you know what I'm saying, right on there. So now you got a big thing of Jiffy mix, you got a big thing of pancake mix, you got a big thing of Bisquick or whatever, making all that stuff up now. So if there's not a lot of ingredients, you already have it together, right? And then you're just needing maybe water or oil or whatever substitute you need for that. Because I know we've been dehydrating and this, that, and the other. So some of that stuff, if you're getting free vegetables or discounted vegetables or the buy one get one free stuff, this is a good idea to where those things are already put together, and you just got to come up with the clean water and some oil or something, a little bit of grease. Hey, Pumpkin. Hey. So that was on my mind right now because I'm like, dang, a lot of the seasonings and stuff is gonna be gone. So while we can get them, let's make up that stuff. Like if you like the red beans and rice mixture, look that up. See what you gotta do. I know those beans are part cooked or something like that. So maybe you can find those for like the rice mixes with the red beans and rice, or whatever it is that you gotta do. But because that already made stuff ain't about to be here. you know? So that was just my thought. Because I'm like, dang, I like me some rice aroni with some broccoli in it. And I have dried broccoli freeze dried that I opened. So I'm just going to go ahead. Yes. If we make up all the powders already, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be the strawberry milk powder, the muffin mix, cornbread mix, and you just got the big thing and have it sealed, then, you know, you don't have to worry about, but make sure you write down your measurements so you know what I mean? How much cornstarch, how much this, how much that. You got that written down. But definitely go get whatever you eat out of the box. Like I looked up the hamburger helper recipe because I like stroganoff. And it's a black lady. She got the recipe online. You said I made some rice-a-roni. It's so good. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just thinking, if we go ahead and make the powders of it and make up the bags, then we don't have to worry about it not being in the store. Right? Make up the cornmeal mix for your cornbread, your Jiffy, whatever. I already have whatever you're going to put in there, So, just thinking. Whatever it is that you use out of a box or a bag, you need to be finding the recipe for that and making it and storing it. You said I just put some more Mylar in my basket earlier to get into making up some stuff. This is right on time, sis. I just looked. I got all the big ones left, all my medium, because I buy the multi-size, and I just was in there digging around because I was looking for some smaller things to put my rice in. So I just did like 5 or 6 2-pound bags of the regular rice. But I went because I have that thing of broccoli I opened, right? And I wanted to go ahead and make me some rice-a-roni. You said off to Costco I go. Sis, I'm telling you, I said, oh yeah, let me go on and get back to it. Mainly the dried stuff, right? And I finally pulled my Instapot out and did the initial thing. I couldn't get it to hook to the internet, but I'm about to, all that chicken and stuff that's been in that freezer, I'm about to cut off that freezer burn and learn how to can with this meat that's been in there forever. You hungry, you'll eat what you can. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to get on it, just different things, because the way it's looking, I don't know if you've seen it, and I told y'all we was going to do some current events later on in the day. It's getting crazy already with the food and stuff. It is getting crazy. You said need to make a Sam's and Costco order. Okay. Well, I'm just thinking if your kids like strawberry, this or that, and you got to think. Also, I was thinking about moms with kids that like oat flavored oatmeal. Go on and get you some quick oats. Get your dried fruit. Look up the recipe online for instant oatmeal. You know, they put cream in it. So I don't know if it's powdered milk that they put in there to make it creamy or whatever, but you can make up big bags of that too and have your dried vegetables, your dried fruit in there. Get your quick oats, whatever that little cream stuff is, and get your strawberry or maple or whatever it is that they like. Because I think they got maple, like maple flavored powder or whatever. Vanilla oatmeal, if you like that, they got the vanilla. You know, just thinking about, because these things that we just so used to going to the store, they're not going to be available. So if you can make up a big thing of strawberry oatmeal, blueberry oatmeal, whatever kind of oatmeal, and just have that. Okay, well, I'm happy. You using it is the thing, you know. So those that got little bitty babies or kids, you know, because oatmeal stay on your stomach. So I'm just trying to think of stuff that's, because you know that's the stuff that go first. The already made, easy to make stuff, that's the stuff that go first. So instead of spending $20 on 4 little packs, go get you some instant oatmeal and make your own flavored oatmeal for the kids. You said plus stock up on Ziploc bags. You said you did, and saran wrap. Yep, yep. All the way, yeah, all the different kind of bags, right? You know. Hey, Mikayla. We talk. Costco has a bag of oatmeal, 133 servings, for $7. Is that quick oats? Well, whatever you get, however you get it. I'm just saying, wherever you get it, okay. Get you some quick oats if you got little ones, grands, whatever. Get your dried fruit and figure out how to make that creamy. I don't know if it's powdered milk that they put in there or what they put in there, but just so that way, if you can make a couple bags of it, so that way if it's not there, get your measurement. You know how much they don't put nothing but a fourth of a cup of oatmeal in the mix in that bag. So I'm just thinking, you know, wherever y'all gonna get the oatmeal, wherever you gonna get whatever, that's fine. I was just thinking, make up your cornmeal mix, the oatmeal with the fruit in it. That way, if it ain't no fresh fruit or whatever, you already have that. Make your strawberry powder and your blue and your chocolate milk powder for the kids. And then, like I said, they got the recipes. If you like Hamburger Helper or your kids like that, you can make a whole big thing of it instead of spending $7-10 on 4 packs. You can make the mix and then just put the egg noodles and everything in there with it. Okay. You said oat milk and water blended. Okay, y'all. Listen, whatever kind of milk y'all use, I'm just saying, I'm giving some ideas. That's it. Wherever you buy it, whatever kind of milk you drink, I don't know. Okay? I'm just saying, the idea came to my mind, and I figured I'd tell y'all, because I know a lot of y'all got little kids or, you know, kids that are real finicky about their food. And so that just in case there's none of that stuff around, if you already have those things made up, you just got to add water or whatever else it is. That's all. Okay? Yeah, because I know some kids have allergies or whatever else. So instead of going and buying the prepackaged stuff, if we can put it in these, and you make up, if you know all your kids eat is blueberry oatmeal, hey sister, you get your quick oats, put that in there. If it's powdered milk, sugar, whatever they put in there, and then put your dry fruit in there, you got bags of it. You said my screen time about to be up these next couple of days, getting all these good recipes. I'm grateful for you, always thinking of stuff. You're welcome, sister. God be sending it to my mind now, because I'm thinking about all the stuff that wasn't on the shelf during the time of 2020, you know? And so I be trying to think, like, what do we need, right? Because we got our soup mixes. Now it's time for us to move on to some, still make your soup mixes, but if you can make whatever dried box or bag stuff that you buy at the store, I suggest you look up the recipe And while things are available, go ahead and make those things now. You know, I got my books too. I'm sorry. Let me go get that. I finally went and left the house. It's been almost, what, a month? I finally left the house today. My anxiety was down. Oh, thank you, sister. I love y'all. Y'all know I do. I be trying to think. I want y'all to be okay. And them babies, I be worried about y'all for real. I really do be worried. I know people think, oh, she just social media, whatever, but I really do love y'all. And sometimes I have to turn this brain off because it be thinking, and I be thinking, and I be like, I don't be want y'all to be. Okay. Well, thank you. You said went to Kroger's today. Shelves were empty. They said they're revamping the store. I bet. But y'all got to think a lot of this stuff ain't about to be around. Girl, I have to turn my mind off, think about y'all. A lot. I wake up thinking about what I could do and go to bed. And sometimes that's why I can't even focus enough to read. So, it's better to have something than nothing. So, Auntie Judy, you love me. And I did already open these. I opened them earlier. You ain't lying. I'm grateful because a remedy for amoxicillin for the children popped up and I wrote it down. Come on. We got to have this stuff because it's not going to be available to us. Thank you, Auntie. She said, I'm going to help you read because we noticed that your reading is getting worse. Thank you, Auntie. Look. And when I tell you I used to laugh at people like, what? Listen. I remember when my mama got her magnifying glass. I said, girl, she was about my age too. I said, you do not. She said, I can't see the words. Baby, listen. I can see them now. Thank you, Auntie Judy. Baby, I can see them little words now, honey. And I got to give me some batteries and put it in there. But it is what it is. Because a nigga, listen. Thank you, Auntie. Because a nigga be struggling. You hear me, the lines? I don't know what's going on. Y'all know I don't got no insurance. So I ain't went to the doctor. So I just be praying, Lord, do your thing. And then she sent me another nice one. You said I saw some markers for $17. Markers? You said I need that. You said I need about 12 of them. Listen, girl, because baby. And then she sent me this one. This one is really cool. Y'all know this make me feel like I'm in the, what's the name? I'm in a show. Yeah. The Librarians. I don't know where. I'm going to have to keep this one put up. I ain't about to be letting that one out. This probably going to stay in the box. I use it sometimes. But thank you. Yes. So when I go looking at it, because them words is getting littler, even with my glasses, y'all, it's very hard for me. It is fancy. It is fancy. Inspector Gadget, right? So this one's going to go up on the shelf. I probably use it every once in a while, just when I feel kind of, like you said, fancy. But this plastic one, yeah, I'm about to put that one to work ASAP. Yes, girl. Because you know a lot of our... You said Inspector Gadget, right? Y'all know a lot of our books and stuff or our maps, they got little bitty words, baby. I can't see none of that stuff. And I really think that the lady that did my glasses, she just didn't do a good job. And I hate to say it because my eyes are so bad now, y'all. Like, I'm not going to keep speaking that, but my eyes I've been having a lot of problems with them. I know y'all can tell. So, it's hard for me to see across the room sometimes. So, I want to say thank you, Auntie Judy, for that. And Joy! Thank you. I said, well, what is this? Old Testament Supergrapha. More non-canonical scriptures. Volumes 1 and 2. The Book of the Giants, the Aramaic Book of the Giants, the Book of the Giants, the the Manchean Giants, the Book of the Mysteries, the Prophecy of the Witch Sibyl. Interesting. The narration of Joseph, the Apocryphon of Asenath. Yes. Some more books in here. The Hebrew Testament of Naphtali, the Sword of Moses. I'm definitely going to be reading that. Janus and Jambres, and some other books. So thank you so much. You got this book already? The Angels of the Fifth Stage. Oh, yeah, I'm about to get in here. I'm talking about any. So then there's, are these the same book, Joy? Oh, no, these are not all three. No, they're not. What you not gonna do is play in my face. Girl, the very book I was telling you. Oh, my God. I just went and got these today. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Girl, I just, OMG. What? Oh, it is. There were 3 OTP and 2. Oh, no. Hmm. Okay, so look, no, don't say sorry. Okay, look. Y'all see this right here. This is the book I showed y'all earlier. That I found in our it's right here. This. I just showed this to y'all. OMG. Huh? Thank you. I'm about to. Okay. So, this book has been sitting on the shelf for 2 years, thanks to Auntie. I come in here to stamp the books. I'm talking to my baby daddy, right? Talking to my baby daddy, just shooting the fertilizer. And I find there's one more coming to the New Testament. Thank you so much. But I find these, I look at there, I'm like, oh, okay, some of these books we got, but we don't have these books. You mean before I could even ask, it has been sitting at the post office for 2 weeks, roughly 3. He knew that I was going to come in here and get this dang dictionary out and look at it on that day, see that, talk to y'all about it, what, today or yesterday? And then I go get the, y'all, listen, he know what I be needing. I said, I need something fresh, Dad. Not that I remember all that I read, but he know I like something new. And then he lets me find that yesterday or whatever day I found it, show it to y'all. And then the books are already sitting at the post. And it's been hard for me to read a lot of stuff because my eyes are giving me so much problems. And on the same day that the new books that I just said, God, I'm going to have to find these books. They come with a magnifying glass so I can actually read them. I love how God moves. Me too. Are y'all getting this? That's crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. I didn't show y'all. I'm sorry. Look at this. The books that I just told y'all about, they've been sitting up there. I'm trying to tell you, Sheeta. That is crazy. And here's the other one. He knows what moves my heart. He does, Danny. Because we done read a lot of these books. It ain't that I know everything because y'all see my mind it's a lot going on right now with CERCA. But he be knowing, like, because I've read the OTP so many times, right? Not that I know everything, but you be wanting something fresh, something new. You know what I'm saying? Not that it's not new when I read it. Y'all know. Y'all know. I didn't read a lot of stuff. I forget that I read it because I read it 7 years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Because I've read so much. But I also be wanting some new stuff. Yes. Well, one of them is a hardback, and then the other two are paper, but it don't matter. It makes me excited. I don't think it's frozen, but it could be. You know, and then these show up because when I tell y'all, it be hard for me. Y'all see now I'm squinting. It be hard for me to see a lot of different stuff. So, thank you so much. That's so crazy because I just seen them. I was like, I'm gonna get these. I'll find them. God said I already sent them to you. They already round. You waiting, and you should have been up there. But he does it in his time because I've not felt comfortable leaving my house. I just want y'all to know that because there's still a hide and seek game going on. And so I don't be trying to move around that much, right? I don't, because I still don't know what's going on with that situation. And so then I already had the dream about the person popping up at my door, and it just so happened to be the person that's playing hide and go seek. So I take that as a warning that it could possibly happen. Am I living paranoid? No, but I do, and I am more careful about when I move around and how I move around and stuff like that. So, yeah, real crazy. But thank you so much, sister. I really appreciate this, and I might come up missing for a couple days. So if I come up missing, it's Georgia's fault. They playing winter games here in Georgia. Oh, I know. They playing winter games everywhere. You said I understand you are most welcome. I wish it could have been either paper or hardback, but it was girl. Now you know I don't care. Now don't get mad at me if they don't have no binding on them at the end. The paper ones. You see, I ripped a 200, almost a 120-year-old book today. I'm asked God to help me be gentle, cause that's something I don't know how to do. I'm only gentle with the kids. Other than that, it might get broke. Thank you, girl. That's why I don't pick up certain books in here, baby. I can't be jittery or excited. Cause when I rip them pages, I be real sad. I'm gonna have to give me some clear tape so I can start taping them back. Listen, I'm very grateful. You said I'm sad I can't find the volume 1, only the volume 2. That's what she said. I think she said that you said which volume you said is hard to find. She just said that. She literally just said it. Which volume you said the volume 2 is the one? I saw a video do lit the snow on fire and it got black. It did melt. I remember in 2020 it was doing that. I used to tell my ex-husband that. Because when I would throw my medicine, because back in the day I didn't have my medicines in the house because he had asthma. And so when I would have my medicine, I would be outside, right? And I would throw the end of my medicine over into the what's the name, and baby, it wouldn't do nothing. It just turned black right there. You said your volume 1 got tape on it now. That mean you use it. That mean you using it. That means you're using it. So let me ask you a question. How y'all honeycomb stuff coming? Cause I'm ready to get this stuff out my living room. Huh? How y'all honeycomb stuff? Is y'all ready to show the class y'all artwork so we can go and have this art fair and get moving on? That way y'all can have that off because I know it'll be in the back of y'all mind, so we can have a male winner and a female winner. If not, we're gonna have 2 females. I don't know if the men did a project or not, but I'm ready to get them boxes out the living room. So whenever y'all ready. You can always go back and look at the live. They're just a different version of the Apocrypha. You said they were all hard to get as a set. I had to get them all from different places. Interesting. You said you 90% finished. Okay. Well, I'll give y'all a little bit, but I want to go and get that stuff out of my living room. I do need to get it out of there. So whenever y'all get done with your projects, your honeycomb projects, we gonna do it over here so we can see them. You said I just gotta glue some pieces together. Okay. Well, baby, I know life been lifing for everybody, right? And I know that that was kind of like a background project or whatever. So I just wanted to remind y'all, I want to go ahead so we can get those out. And then we are going to send out, I think they're 2 pound bags. I don't know for sure. I got to look again. But we're going to send out a couple bags of wheat berries. And then we're going to send out a few of the meal grinders. Now, these are the manual ones because they're, they not cheap. They reasonable, but they not cheap. So we're not gonna we're gonna send out maybe 5 or 6 of those, and then some people are gonna get wheat berries, and some people are gonna get the grinder, right? And I do that because that way, I try to so we can disperse to more people, right? Of course, I mean it makes sense to send wheat grinders and the wheat, but I won't, if you get the wheat, then you got to get your own wheat grinder. But if you get the wheat grinder, then you got to get your own wheat, right? So, with that, just another tool to have. Okay, you said you found it. Okay. So, we're going to be sending those out too. I don't know how we're going to do it. It's been 4 years and it's kind of getting hard to come up with like contests or whatever. I don't know. But we're gonna do that shortly. So we'll probably send those out by the end of today's Wednesday. Maybe we'll start sending those out Saturday. So it'll either be a bag of wheat berries, or it's gonna be the old school cast iron meal grinder. Okay, so that'll be one of the two things, and then we'll figure out how we gonna get those out, or what kind of word search or something. I don't know. Oh, that might be it. We might do a word search. So with that, we're gonna send those out because I think that that's gonna be a huge thing because we already know bread is something that goes very quickly, right? And so then if you at least have your wheat berries, you can grind that up and make you some flour, wheat flour, or whatever. Um, or if you get the grinder, vice versa, whatever it is. But I'm just thinking about things that are sustainable and things that are going to help us when the grocery stores are empty. Okay. I know we've sent out things similar to this. We sent out bread pans and sourdough kits. I can't think of what else. There's been a couple different things we've sent out as far as like helping with some of the tools that you might need to be self-sufficient during this time. So we are going to do that. We're going to send out some wheat berries, and we're going to send out the meal to where, I mean, you can grind corn with that. You can grind, all sorts of things into flour. So we'll figure out something, and then we'll get those the 2 gifts for the honeycomb challenge. We'll get those out, and then see. You said I started doing the homework for today. I'm still in the middle of it. It's so good. Took plenty of notes. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So listen, I know we be having a million things going at one time, but that's okay. We multitask, right? We be having assignments that we never finish, but the cool thing about it is this too. Whenever we aren't talking, you guys have so many starter points for study. It's ridiculous, right? Because we read something new pretty much every day. So if you're writing notes when the internet is off, you'll have plenty, girl. Go back 2-3 years ago, forgot, and now you got all the books to go with it. So that'll be some in-depth study if we have to be in the house and we can't go nowhere. You got plenty of prompts to go here and there and everywhere with all the stuff that we've studied. So I think that's gonna be good too. So I was thinking about that, like, dang, because they're definitely hot at me. So I don't know how long we will have doing all this, right? But you all have notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks full of stuff now. So, you're writing prompts, as they call them sometimes. Um, Hopefully you got a chance to read the homework. I'm probably about to go to sleep because I've been up since early, and I've been trying to get up earlier and get my studies done. Spend my time with God because my days have been real crazy. Like sometimes I'm staying up till 3, and then getting up at 9 or 10, which is crazy. You said, yes, I have a lot of binders from this class. I'm excited. I'm excited. So I just want to talk to y'all about getting online and getting those dry recipes for all of the stuff that we already buy in a box and making that up if you can. Um, you said, hey, Circa, I'm in an intense transition right now, navigating legal and housing things. You said, while building my work, I'm staying grounded, but support and shared resources right now will really be helpful. What's going on? Well, we definitely pray for everybody every day. I want y'all to know that. I think everybody here, if they can remember, they pray for everybody every day. Are you in a Are you in a specific place so that I mean, because we don't know what resources as far as what's going on. You can send me an email and then we'll talk. I'm dealing with eviction and work instability. Okay. Send me an email. Okay. All right. So where are you? Just in case we know somebody that know of a program or something. Where are you at? You're in New Jersey. Do we have anybody that's in New Jersey that knows of resources in New Jersey? Um, I'm not trying to be in your business. Have you tried to work? I don't know what it's called in New Jersey. Have you tried workforce development? I don't know what it's called in Jersey, but I know it's like the food stamp office, but the work right to work program or whatever they call that. Because a lot of times they be having stuff too. And sometimes you can get in easier if you go through the state because the people that are hiring through the state, they get a kickback for hiring you, especially if you've been on any kind of assistance in the last 18 months. Have you tried there? You said, yes, I've gotten assistance and still trying with many other programs. Okay. I'm saying with the, no, no, no. So what I mean is, if you've received any type of assistance in the food stamps, Medicaid, any of that in the last 18 months, if you go to the state, wherever your unemployment office is, I don't know if you know this or not, and a lot of people don't, but if you go through them, like job searching, they literally send you out to people. So you know what I'm saying? They help with that job placement. And a lot of people that put their work on their website, they're looking to hire because the government gives them money for hiring you if you've had any type of resources. So if you are looking for employment, please definitely go there. Please. Because I know that they playing with the AI and all that kind of stuff right now. So as far as like actual hiring, because they say they're hiring, then AI is reading through stuff. So if you go there, a lot of times you can get employed quicker through the state if you go to their what you said. Yes, true. I used it when I got laid off. It helped me out. Yeah, they because those people get kickbacks, so they go ahead and hire, whether they hiring for a long time or not. They go ahead and hire you. So I would definitely check there in your state. It's called Michigan Works. You're researching it now. Okay. Yes, yes. Because when I started my business in Indy, for the reason they go ahead and hire is because the state will give them up to half of your pay back in kickbacks, like at the end of the quarter. So if they paying you $12, I think they give the business owner probably about $6, $4 to $6 back an hour for what they pay you. And so then they're only really paying a certain amount of money, but they get that money kicked back. So that's why they go ahead and hire. And sometimes they pay their business insurance. So if you have a company and you're looking for people, definitely list your stuff on the state thing, because they it's programs where they will kick you back money and pay your business insurance and other things. If you hire anybody that's a felon, they pay your business some of your business insurance depending on your state. And anybody that's been on any type of state assistance, they will, yes. Yes. Yep, they definitely do. So definitely check with that for sure. You said Shift Smart is a good way to find day to day work. Okay, Shift Smart. Okay, you're welcome, Pumpkin. Yep, because I know my kids, they, a couple of them was on a job hunt, and it's very difficult. I know. They do it, they pretty much do it everywhere. It's like I don't know if it's part of the government program or what it is, but, you know, so definitely look into that. And then, too, I will bring it if you can come to class tomorrow, because we might have more people in class because it's kind of late. We'll see, because I know we got some people in Jersey and they might know of some other resources. You said Goodwill has help resources too? Okay. You said yes, and a lot of companies are using temp agencies now, so be sure to hit every one of them up too, right? Y'all said it at the same time. Sorry, y'all. Okay. You said also check local post offices. Many of them are hiring to due to lack of drivers. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me run to the restroom. Yeah. And I'm going to make me some coffee. Well, I really don't need no coffee because I told myself I'm going to go to bed so I can get up early. Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I'm not going to make coffee. I was going to make some, but it's okay. I can go to sleep at 8. But yeah, definitely we'll ask in the morning and see if somebody knows. I know do you guys have townships? Cuz I know that my daughter, I'm going to ask my daughter in the morning, because I think she works for a nationwide agency that helps. It's the matter of fact, let me call it. Hold on. Is it already in here? No. Y'all, when I tell y'all I lose my phone every 10 minutes, hold on a second. See if I can do it with this. She got a new number, and I don't know if it's on my new one or my other one. I can't FaceTime on this. Oh my god. Oh, guess what happened to me today? Y'all know I use Google Meet to talk with my kids. Y'all, why was my whole call list, like all of my call history, erased? Um, all my calls all the way back to April of 2024 was erased. Went to call my cousin earlier this morning. Nothing is in there. In my personal email, every call I've made for the last 2 years was gone. I tried looking it up, everything. They erased my whole call history. Do you hear me? And I don't memorize numbers anymore, which I need to. I was so hot, I had to get on my iPad in order to use it. So I don't know what's going on. But when I say they wiped all my call log, the whole thing. 2 years worth of calls. It went all the way back to like April of 2024. Yeah, gone. All the calls. Y'all see how many times my daughter called me? All the calls. All of them. Any calls that I've made on Google Meet. On my phone, they was gone. Interesting. Somebody got her information right. No joke. I was like, what the heck? Yep. It's only 6 calls on here, which is crazy. One of them go all the way back to 2021. Yep. You said, and I thought them ending my calls 5 minutes, and every call was weird. No, something's going on with it, because they showed wiped my stuff today. I said, what the heck? Crazy. Hold on, y'all, because my daughter got a new number. Here we go. I don't know if it's this one or the other one. Give me a second, y'all. She might be getting my grandkids in the bath. Is it this one or the other one, girl? Lord. Okay, I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna have to call her because, oh, there she go. Hello. Hi. I have a question. Is the community, the initiative that you work for, is that nationwide or is it only where you are? Okay. Can you tell me what it's called? Because I have somebody that's going through facing eviction right now. It's the eviction aversion initiative. Diversion. Hold on one second. Eviction diversion initiative. And so they would just have to check in their state. Okay. In the courts. Okay. So the eviction diversion initiative. Okay. Y'all hear that? Did you hear that? And can you just briefly break down what they do? Court to court. Okay. She said it differs from court to court. Okay. So, okay. All right. Well, thank you, Pumpkin. Okay. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Pumpkin. Okay. I'll call you tomorrow. Okay. I love you. Bye. Okay. So she said if they have she said if they have funding, they can either hook you up with low cost or no cost attorneys. They can mediate between you and the uh, landlord or property managers. And if they can't get anything worked out, that they might be able to help with rehousing you. I'm happy that I know that that's what she does in the courts where she works. So please look online tonight and see. She said but it's through the courts. So it would be wherever, whatever court the eviction is filed in or whatever that is. If they have that program, she said, because they lost a lot of their funding, but some people still have. You're looking into it now. Okay, she said some people still have funding, so we gonna pray that they still have funding and that eviction don't even go on your credit. Okay, we didn't found out. That's what we praying for. That they can stop the eviction and then mediate for you, so that way it'll be easier for you to find another place. Yeah, yeah, that's what she do down at the courts. So they help people, because it's hard once you get an eviction. I know I didn't had a couple. It's hard once you get an eviction on your credit to move, and people be wanting extra money that you already don't have. Because if I had that money, I'd still be in my house or apartment or whatever it is. So I definitely understand that because I've been evicted a few times, honey, in my life. A few times. So please call them, and then let us know, what they say or whatever. And so then we can see, whatever. But hopefully we can get it stopped. That's the main thing. So that way, even if you do have to leave your space, you won't have that on your credit and you can move into another place without all the extra fees and all that kind of stuff. Or they just be doing too much for evictions, acting like they don't know people be having situations. Because, honey, CERCA has been evicted a few times with my kids. Oh, so I definitely understand how that works. So, and then please don't forget to call the workforce place because they definitely help. Like, yeah. And if not, they even have sometimes where they have like jobs that do like, yes, I know. I get it. I'm just saying, wherever. I think somebody already told her Salvation Army. So, I don't know. But those are just two options. But hopefully we can get that eviction stopped because that's the thing, right? Because that makes it more difficult to go to another place. So hopefully those help. We're going to thank God. We're just not going to cross our fingers. We're going to thank God that they do have funding left to help. And then that we can get it mediated to where we can work something out as far as not even getting it on your credit, or having that on your rental history. So, you said I never understood the late fees piling up like that. If I could pay the rent, it wouldn't be late. So they make it harder for people. Girl, you ain't, listen. $10 a day on top of the attorney's fees and the filing fee, and I already didn't have the 1445. Girl, been there. I told y'all the constables came to listen. Yeah, 2016 was a rough year, honey. 2017, real crazy, real crazy, very crazy. And I prayed. I said, God, I don't know how you about to do this one. This is crazy. Real. It was like, but I know now that that was just for him to show that he don't care about no dates or none of that, honey, because the people had came, and because the office people had took the money that they took, they was like, oh, you can't put them out. Y'all done took their money and y'all still trying to put them out. They was like, nah, you ain't gonna be able to do it. Gave us 7 days. God, let us get the rest of the money 30 minutes or so before the office closed, and we stayed there another 3 years. Sometimes he be wanting to test our faith and see what we gonna believe that he can do. Do we start stressing out big? And then too, sometimes, I mean, I hate to say it, but there's been times that he let me get evicted and I moved into a better situation, a better house, a better apartment for less money, but he knew I wouldn't have left that space because I was comfortable. So sometimes it's God moving you around too. We just gonna pray his will be done in whatever situation it is. You said every time it's a good class, I get a phone call from weird places. Yes. They be messing with us. So I'm not going to keep y'all because I am exhausted. I've been up since earlier and I don't want to drink no more coffee. And while I'm sleepy, I'm going to go. So I'm about to go get a little piece of this little cream pie that I made and get in my bed and go to sleep. Let us know in the morning. We'll probably get on tomorrow afternoon or I don't know what time. It might be early if I get up early. So, and then just send me an email to TrovaCircle22 and let me know what you found out. TrovaCircle22@gmail.com or Tatnai Place, TATNAIPLACE @gmail. But I remember my daughter was telling me, and with housing, you can't do certain things or else you would just be evicted one day. I had pets in an apartment, and at first they told me I had to pay, but then they said no, I could just get up and move. Dad took care of it. He always does. He always does. I'm sorry, y'all. The news be popping up. So I love y'all. To those of you that get on the internet and get your powder stuff, okay? Whatever you got that you know you eat in a box that already come mixed up, you need to be trying to get those things and put those things together, okay? Y'all hear me? You're welcome, Pumpkin. I love y'all too. I do. I'll see y'all tomorrow, Lord's will. Everybody pray. We still praying for miracles of the mind, heart, and soul. All of it. Okay? I love y'all. Yes. Yes, I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning.